Okay, welcome soccer fans to Upper St. Clair Panther Stadium here today, October 8th. We are going to watch the matchup between the Upper St. Clair Panthers and the Trojans from Erie, McDowell. Game is underway. St. Clair maintaining possession in the McDowell half of the field. McDowell will clear for St. Clair throw. Coach Snyder going with the standard 4-3-3 formation. Looks like today he's got Worthy and Burdett as center back, Erdman and Blake starting at outside back. Long throw from Garrett Blake towards the head of Joel Hart, but just over him and cleared by McDowell. Muck does a nice job to keep the ball in. Katunka plays back for Erdman, but that'll go out for St. Clair throw, knocked out by McDowell. Kevin Muck is starting at the holding midfield. Jesse Poljak at the attacking mid position. We've got Joel Hart and Don Pizzone up top in the middle, Robbie Mertz on the left, and John Katunka on the right. Robbie gets possession midfield and carries, plays to Joel. Don picks up that loose ball wide for Katunka. This is nice. Katunka's in here. Crosses for Hart. Oh, just misses on the header. There's a nice sequence there. Good ball movement. So the Panthers are in a very good position in their section right now. This game, by the way, today is a non-section game for them, so no consequence as far as their playoff hopes go. With a 2-1 victory over Charval last Thursday night, the Panthers all but secured their place at the top of the Section 5 race. They need only to beat Trinity on Tuesday night to guarantee themselves winning the section. So congratulations from that win the other night, and hopefully we can get the job done on Tuesday. Ball out on the far side for a McDowell throw. We're only 2 minutes into this one. Poljak to Pizzone at midfield. He keeps it. Plays through, but run onto by the McDowell defender. Tries to knock the ball back upfield. It's picked up by Gertunka. His touch got away from him there, though. Erdman runs through the ball, plays to Poljak on the far side. Back to Erdman. Erdman trying to get the end line, and does. Crosses, but that's off of an Erie defender. We'll go for a St. Clair corner. Joel Hart's going to take this. Pizzone in front of the goalie. Got Burdett, Gertunka, Poljak running. Mertz on the far post. Headed out, but not clear. Erdman wide for Mertz. Pass didn't get through the defender, though. McDowell may get possession towards midfield. That'll go for a McDowell throw. West trying to save that ball. Another throw at midfield for McDowell. Blake with the long throw. Trying to find Hart on the run. That'll be cleared back up to the midline by McDowell. But Pizzone wins possession back for the Panthers. Poljak pressuring. Forward by Burdett. It's a good hard tackle by Don Pizzone. The whistle's blown. There's a McDowell player down. That as a consequence of the collision with Don Pizzone on that hard tackle I mentioned a minute ago. Looks like maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. You know that Dom will not slow down going into tackles, so that's often the end result. Some good sportsmanship there as the two players check on each other. So this ball will, Panthers had possession when the whistle blew. Going to give the ball back to the Panthers. Worthy wide for Erdman. Quickly to Gertunka on the far touchline. Plays back for Burdett. Burdett will come all the way back to Conlon, who will clear to midline. That's going to bounce over the defender. Don with nice pressure plays to Mertz on the far line. Forward to Pizzone. Good work tracking back by the McDowell defender there. That's their captain, number 12, Chad Ackerman. That was handball, not called. Blake to Hart. Can't connect the pole jack. Erie plays long, and Burdett will clear out of the back. I would expect today to see some fresh faces on the field. Pizzone wide for Mertz. Can't get there. St. Clair still racked by injuries. Quite a few players out. So I think Coach Schneider's going to take advantage of this non-section game. Hart was offside there on the pass by Pizzone. He'll take advantage of this non-section game to maybe rest some of his key players that have been hurting or injured, and get some of the crossover, the JV players that sometimes come up for varsity, get them in the game. I'm sure you'll see some of them at some point. Pleasant surprise this past week to get Troy Kiernan back in the lineup. I'm sure you'll see Troy here today. He's been playing in the attacking mid position. Ball over the end line for a Trojan goal kick. Temperature here today, threatening 80 degrees. It's going to be a warm one. Beautiful day though. I'll take it over cold, wet, and rainy anytime. Polejack heads that goal kick back in, but it's picked up by the... well done. Goes to Hart. Mertz on the left side, cuts inside. He's going to run. Trying to find Gertunka on the far side, can't do so. Polejack to Mertz. Take a shot, but I think that might have been deflected. Easily handled by the Trojan goalkeeper. This game does have a little different feel to it, knowing that it's not a section game. But we'll see if the Panthers can come out with a win nonetheless. Mertz called for the foul on the near side. McDowell will get a free kick 33 yards out on the near touchline. I'm sure they'll look to cross this, find a runner for a head ball. Ball in's going to come in on about the 8-yard line. It is headed, but wide of the near or far post by McDowell. Well done there to find a man, an open man. St. Clair needs to do a better job of marking those guys. No free headers. We've had some problems earlier this year with set pieces and giving up head balls, so need to make sure we're not losing our composure in that area of the game. Goal kick by Conlon over the midline into the McDowell back four. Polejack will gain possession in midfield, play wide for Blake. One-time pass to Mertz on the left. He's going to run at the back. Gets inside, trying to play through for Hart. Hart picks it up. Pizzone coming through. Joel back for Robbie to Polejack. He's 35 out. Tries a long one, but that'll be handled by the McDowell keeper. Need to maybe keep that ball, possess it, work some more combinations, try to get a better look at goal than that. Although I shouldn't say that because Jesse scored on an absolute zinger to win the game against Char Valley the other night. Congratulations to Jesse there. That was a fantastic shot, and that was a long one too, every bit as long as the one he just took. So It's a big win, as I mentioned, for the Panthers. Puts them in the driver's seat for Section 5 title. Poljak midfield. He's playing for Pizzone, who flicks on a header. That ball gets cleared wide to Gertunka. He'll pick up possession. Try to find Poljak, and does. He's taken down, though. So we'll have a free kick here. I would anticipate Burdett to come up and take this from all of 40-plus yards out. There is a McDowell defender down in that collision with Poljak. Jesse's limping away also. Ref stops the clock, but it looks like they'll both remain in the game. Long ball played in by Worthy. Comes to Muck on the second ball. He'll try to volley, but that'll be wide over the end line. Goal kick for the Trojans. Again, I think they'd be well served to just be a little more patient with that. Try to find a target or touch the ball wide. Look for a little better opportunity. At this point in the game, St. Clair is controlled play. I think they can afford to be a little more patient. Nicely won by Dom. He goes to Hart. Ball gets away from him, though, and McDowell will come back over midfield. Ball played off Urban. He keeps it in nicely to Muck, to Gertunka, back to Muck. Forward for Pizzone, but he slipped and fell. Here we go. We're on now. Pizzone can look wide for Mertz on the... No, he goes the other way to Hart. Nice play. Joel's in. He's going to get a shot here. And he puts it wide. Or, I'm sorry, high over the bar. It's a nice play by Dom. He was looking at Robbie and then went the other way to Joel. It was a good look pass from looking off of the pass. Did a nice job there, confused the defenders. Poljak wins a header nicely in midfield. Gertunka. 50-50 battle. Zone's going to get called for a push there. So that'll be a free kick for the Trojans. Long ball headed out. Blake's going to try to let this one run, and does. That'll be a throw-in for the Panthers, deep in their own end. Blake throws long, looking for Hart. Mertz on the near sideline. Ball out midfield for a St. Clair throw. Blake will throw again. He's got Muck in the middle if he cares. He's going to go down the line. Looking to throw it over the head of the defender. Can't quite get there, though. Yeah, Poljak wins the ball nicely to Blake. Wide for Hart. Plays it through nicely. Robbie wasn't quite on that run. He's going to pressure, though. Wins the ball. Nicely done by the defender there. But he clears it out of bounds, and that'll go for a Panther throw. It's a good ball by Joel Hart. Blake with the long throw. It's going to land somewhere near the penalty dot. Pizzone in on the header, but goes harmlessly to the Trojan goalie. So he'll punt the ball out. Garrett Blake tracking for this one, but it's won by the McDowell midfielder. Robbie heads it back to Garrett. Garrett plays forward down the line. Pizzone will pressure this. Ball cleared to midfield. Blake on the throw. The Panthers need to switch it up a little here. And just as we say that, the ball's going to go back out to the right side. Gertunka gets it wide. Looking to beat his defender. Ball tackled off his foot, but that'll go for a St. Clair throw. So we are 14 minutes into this one. Troy Kiernan coming on now for the Panthers. Joel Hart coming off. Troy will go in at that attacking mid and push Jesse Poljak up top with Dom. So Jesse and Dom will be playing together. Garrett coming across the field to take this throw. Ball put in. Well done. Oh, and put in the net by Robbie Mertz. Off the volley. What a throw by Garrett Blake. Robbie got in the back door there. What a fantastic throw. That is exactly the type of play that Garrett offers with that long throw. Robbie just snuck right in the back door. Goalie came out to play the ball, but it got over his hands, and it was a free volley for Robbie from the 1 yard line. He just made no mistake and put that in the net. So well done. Well done by the Panthers. So they got a 1-0 lead 15 minutes in. We'll look to add to that here. And from what I see in the early play, there's no reason why we shouldn't. McDowell's a skilled team, but I don't get the impression that over the course of 80 minutes they can play with the Panthers. So as long as we can stay tight in the back, not make any errors or miscues through our back four and our holding mid, I think we're going to be all right in this game. Just need to, we're certainly maintaining enough pressure. That's flicked on by Poljak, looking for Pizzone. Mertz making a flat run. Plays wide to Kiernan in the midfield. Troy's going to go, might have a go here. He plays wide for Anthony Pizzone in the game. Anthony snuck in there after that goal, sorry. He came in for John Gertunka. So Jesse Poljak with the throw. Mertz coming across the field, lays it back to Poljak, who does a nice job to beat his defender. Crosses in looking for Anthony, looks to lay it off. I'm sorry, that's Dom. Looks to lay it off for his brother Anthony. Robbie plays wide for Poljak. He's going to try to cross this in and does. Finds Dom at the top of the 18. Tries to get the shot off, but there's a lot of bodies in there. And that ultimately will go over the end line for a goal kick. So we've got two Pizzones in. Looks like Ant's wide on the right and Dom remains up top. Goal kick for McDowell. Played long. Troy Kiernan. Ball flicked over his head. That's a good ball wide by Erie McDowell. And the Erie attacker, number 21, Des Cephaly, had to stop his run there because he knew he was in offside position. So Mertz taken down from behind on the dribble as he tried to penetrate into the back four. That'll give St. Clair a free kick from 35 yards out. Looks like Mike Worthy will come up and take this. Poljak, Kiernan, Pizzone, and Burdett up top looking to connect here. Ball in by Worthy. That's deflected out over the end line for St. Clair corner. Matt Kiernan, one of the players that's injured, not starting today. In fact, he won't be playing at all. I know he's nursing an injury, so coach decided to let him rest here. Nick Chesko also out. Steve Mackey, Ethan Dysert. There's a long list of injuries. Corner by Mertz into the area. That is cleared by the McDowell. Burdett will try a side volley. Can't quite connect. Kiernan gets the ball, goes out. Oh, and well done. That's a goal, Troy Kiernan. Troy did well to find that second ball. Take one touch to the outside, put it on his right foot, and slide it in past the goalie to the back post. Well done. So Burdett played that ball initially off the clearance from the McDowell defender. Troy Kiernan, assist by Burdett. Was so well done by West there and by Troy to find that ball in a lot of confusion and a lot of bodies and feet down there. He found it, took a touch away from the clutter in the middle of the field, and then made no mistake on his finish. Just put it right inside the back post. The goalie really had no chance at that. So well done. That's a 2-0 lead for the Panthers. 22 minutes left remaining here in the first half. Poljak wins. Ball, Pizzone, coming in over the 18, has a shot. That shot did deflect off of McDowell defender, so that'll go for another corner. Robbie's going to take this one. Got Worthy and Burdett coming in, get some height behind this effort. Kick taken. That's headed in. Poljak just wide that far post, just inches wide. Jesse was able to break in at mid-goal there and get his head on that one, but just couldn't get it inside the post. So it's been dangerous on our set pieces so far. That's good to see. McDowell just not able to handle us at this point on those. We're getting a lot of good chances. Ball will go out on the far side for McDowell. Throw. Plays it into the top of the 18. Mike Worthy waves goalie Joe Conlon on, so he'll scoop that one up. He throws it wide for Mertz on the near side, but didn't quite get there. Yeah, well tackled by Kiernan. Good composure by Troy there, just to settle things down, put his foot on top of the ball and keep it away from that McDowell midfielder. Substitution for Erie McDowell, number 19. Dimitri, oh, I shouldn't have picked this name. Get this one, Dimitri Arvinatopoulos. How about that? Dimitri Arvinatopoulos. That's the last time I'll say that one today. Troy on the dribble. He's going to find Erdman on the far side. Wide to Anthony Pizzone. Dom picks up the loose ball, but his pass doesn't connect with Troy, and McDowell will clear that. Burdett on the far side. Back to Worthy. He does a nice job. Clear that ball off of the McDowell defenders. That would go for a St. Clair throw, actually. Shane Sibley coming into the game now. He'll come in on the left side, and Robbie Mertz will give way for him. So we'll see if Shane can duplicate his goal that he had the other night. Shane looking to win the ball near midfield here. Sticking with his man, well done. After the McDowell attacker goes down, Shane carrying the ball out of his own end. Little miscommunication from Muck, but the ball will go wide to Anthony Pizzone. Trying to play forward for Poljak, but can't quite get the pass there. Ball will come to Anthony. Heads it on to his brother Dom. Back for Troy. Wide for Sibley. But the pass wasn't quite hard enough, and the McDowell midfielder were able to track back and pick off that pass, knock it out of bounds for St. Clair throw. So Garrett will be on this again. He's going to wait and let his runners set up. Dom wisely goes to a position in front of the goalie. Make it a little tougher for that goalie to get out and grab these throw-ins. Ultimately, the ball does go to the goalie. Has a little trouble handling it, but he picks it up. Be looking to punt it here. Header flicked on by McDowell to Worthy. Will play back to Conlon. Joe wide to Erdman. Has a nice ball through the back there, using our goalkeeper. That's very wise. Poljak at midfield. He's fighting for the ball, but dispossessed by McDowell. West steps up and plays to Muck. To Anthony Pizzone down the line for Poljak. Cleared by McDowell. Long throw by Erdman. Poljak's open down on the right flank. Not sure what McDowell's defending scheme is here, but he was wide open. Now he's contested. He turns to the end line. Tries to get the cross off, but ball trickles over the end line. That'll go for a goal kick. Two subs coming in. John Gertunka and Robbie Mertz back in the game. Coming off, Kevin Muck and Don Pizzone. So Troy Kieran will slide back into the holding mid position here. Robbie's going to go into attacking mid, and John will go up top with Jesse. Again, we were talking earlier about the Panthers' injury situation, which is formidable right now. It's got a lot of guys nicked up and banged up. So this game tonight and potentially the game on Tuesday against Trinity would be an opportunity to accomplish a few things, get some rest and healing for some of our hurting players, and also let some of the players that don't get to play quite as much, let them get in the game and get some varsity experience. So it's a good thing both ways. Blake called for a trip on the near sideline. That'll go for a free kick. 25 yards out, right on the touchline. Last time we're in this position, McDowell was able to get a header on, just missed on the far post, so we'll see if St. Clair can do a better job of marking up here. It's going to be an in-swinger. It is right to goalie Joe Conlon. No problem for him to scoop that one up. Ball played wide on the far side for Anthony Pizzone. He'll carry and play a ball to Poljak down the right flank. Jesse knocked that out on the far side. McDowell throw. Troy initially lost possession there. He worked hard to get the ball back. In fact, did get the ball back, but is called for the foul nonetheless. I think the referee saw a little too much contact there, and once the McDowell attacker went down, that was all he needed to see. So another free kick. Panthers need to sort this out, get big bodies on big bodies, and try to stay goal side here. Ball played in. Again, Conlon out nicely, smartly to parry that ball away. Mertz on the far side. That ball was deflected out. Looks like it's going to go for a McDowell throw. Fans don't like that. Apparently they think Robbie hit that ball off of the McDowell midfielder, but nonetheless, throwing for Erie. They go short with it. They're going to try to switch the fields and do. But Jesse's pressuring that ball. He wins it at midfield. Shane forward for Robbie. He's got the ball. Tries to poke through for Poljak. Can't quite do that. Gertunka wide for Sibley. Oh, Shane might have done better to take a touch and have that shot. Unselfishly tried to play to Poljak. There's Anthony with a volley. Just goes just wide. Joel Hart looking to come in the game. Jesse Poljak coming off, Joel Hart going in. Coach Snyder imploring his players to shoot the ball a little more when they have the shot. As I mentioned, that last sequence looked like maybe Shane could have taken a shot there, but passed it up. So he wants them to take a shot when it's on. When it's there, go ahead and have it. Ball played out on the far touchline. McDowell throw. So up top right now we've got Anthony Pizzone, Joel Hart, John Gertunka, Shane Sibley out on the left. Robbie Mertz attacking mid. This will be a St. Clair throw. Erdman will take it. Made no changes in the back four. That's sort of the MO for the Panthers this season. They don't often make changes in their back four. Once coach has that set and is happy with it, he lets them go. Goal gets past Kiernan in the midfield. Got some space. Dimitri. Way back to the outside back for McDowell. Worthy with time on the ball. Looking wide. Plays up across midfield to Gertunka on the left flank. He's battling with the defender. Ball's going to come to Robbie in midfield. Plays one time to Shane, trying to settle the ball down. Troy has it, goes wide for Burdett on the far sideline. Burdett to Anthony Pizzone. And that ball goes into the McDowell area. The keeper will get it and punt it out. I think St. Clair at this point just needs to keep pressing on their possession type game. There's absolutely no reason that they shouldn't expect themselves to be able to pass the ball on this team and maintain possession for large periods of time. So hopefully they can get back to that game, not worry about going forward quite so much, but just worry about keeping the ball. Nice give and go almost by Mertz and Hart there. Ball comes wide to Sibley on the left side. Plays back to Gertunka. Through to Hart. Joel lays it back to Gertunka, wide for Sibley. Can he keep it in? He cannot, but that's, I believe, went off of a McDowell defender. It did indeed. So it's going to come in for a Blake throw-in. See if we can get another goal off a throw-in here. We've got 11 minutes left in the first half. Panthers leading 2-0. Blake long. That ball goes directly in the net. That is not a goal. Actually, the Erie goalie did well to not touch that ball, because if he touches it and it goes in, it is a goal. So I don't know whether he intentionally laid off it or not, but ball touched no one and went in a goal, so that will not be allowed. Played over midfield. Nice. McDowell struggling to get some possession here. Haven't really been able to do so yet in this game. Like I said, it would be nice to see the Panthers really try to impose their will on this game and keep possession of this ball. Worthy goes long for Sibley. He's got a little bit of time. Trying to beat his defender on the outside. Plays back to Gertunka. Gertunka one more for Mertz. He's going to try to get through. It's dispossessed. The ball cleared to midfield. Burdett clears back to Gertunka. Nice chest pass to Robbie. He's fouled. And that'll be a free kick for the Panthers. About 45 yards out. Wes Burdett on this one again. Looks like Kevin Muck is due to come back in the game. Worthy's going to take this. He plays forward looking for Burdett's head, but he can't flick that header on. It actually comes back outside the box. That'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. We've got Poljak and Muck coming back in the game. Sibley off, Gertunka off. Looks like they might let Kevin Muck play up. Maybe off the left side, keep Troy in at that holding mid and Robbie at the attacking. Long throw by Blake is going to go out over the end line. Weren't quite ready for the length of that throw. On that play, it's always nice to just have someone down on the end line waiting for that ball. You know, end up chasing it out of bounds. It comes to you. McDowell at midfield with possession. Stringing a couple passes together here. Good pressure in midfield by the Panthers. Ultimately, ball played long and easily handled by Joe Conlon. Mertz with possession in midfield. Carries the ball. Dispossessed, but gets it back and plays back for Erdman. Wide for Pizzone. St. Clair throwing. Ball thrown to Kiernan on the far sideline. He's battling with the misplayed in the middle. Blake forward to win that to Hart. Flicked onto Poljak. He's offsides though. About a half a step offsides. Two 2-0 Panthers. Goals by Robbie Mertz and Troy Kiernan have staked the Panthers to this lead. Laid off by the midfielder for the Trojans. Kevin Muck battling for the possession. Kiernan, ball goes wide. Possession maintained by the Trojans. They play forward for their target. He's there. Finds the ball off his chest but can't keep it as Burdett comes up and dispossesses him. Ball goes forward to Mertz in the midfield but too far for him. St. Clair struggling to settle the ball down here. No reason to not do so. Poljak, ball off the defender, but comes right back in his path on the right flank. Forward for Muck. He shoots, but that's right at the goalie. Good low hard shot, but right at the goalie, and he easily handles that. As I said, Kevin Muck playing outside on the left midfield or left wing right now. Not in his usual holding midfield position. Muck forward over midfield, passes to Mertz in the middle of the field. Got a lot of room here. He's going to run at that center back. Plays through, very nice ball for Muck. He calls him offsides. Don't know about that one. Looked very close. That was a great run by Kevin, coming flat across their back four, just waiting for Robbie to play that ball. As soon as the ball came off his foot, he took off, but called offsides. Don't know. I'll have to check the replay on that one, Matt. What do you think? What's that? We don't have that technology? Okay. Maybe next year. With a generous donation, some generous corporate donation, we can get instant replay. Ball at midfield. Erie content at this point just to try to work the ball through their back four. Carry up near the midline. That's going to go for a McDowell throw. Deep in the Penguins, or the, Panthers side. Thinking hockey right now. West will clear that ball. Stays in. Not anymore. Knocked out by McDowell. Sam Russell due to come in the game for the Panthers. Anthony Pizzone will give way to Sam Russell. Good to see Sammy in the game. Watched the JV game right before this contest, and Sam scored a nice goal coming out of his right back position. Made a run all the way up the field, nearly 100 yards, and ended up putting the ball in the back of the net. So well done, Sammy, there. Ball comes the near side to Muck. He's dispossessed, but goes for a St. Clair throw. Blake to Mertz. Mertz taken down hard in midfield. Going to collect his wits here. Throw in on the far side. Looks like Garrett will come over to try to take this. Gertunka up off the bench. Looks like he'll be coming in for Mertz with 3.5 minutes left here. Long throw by Blake. Ball put in by Russell, but goal waved off. I think they're ruling the goalie was interfered with. Goal kick to midfield over the head of a leaping Sam Russell. So the first half here, Erie really has mounted precious little attack at the St. Clair goal. They really had one good chance, was off a free kick, and that's been about it. St. Clair's had most of the possession, most of the pressure, and all of the scoring at this point, 2-0. Hart at midfield, he's dispossessed. Mertz wins the ball, tries to go forward for Russell, but the Trojan defender gets a foot on that and knocks it wide. Possession back into St. Clair attacking. How that it's going to be offsides. He was well offsides. Tried to sneak through to get a shot at goal, but that'll be offside. So 2 minutes left here in the first half. Free kick for the Panthers. Worthy plays wide near side to Blake, who carries over the midline. Plays to Muck, but that ball's going to run beyond him and go for a McDowell throw. Garrett wins possession, plays in the middle. Hart. Wide for Russell. Looks like he'll lay it off for Erdman. Erdman might switch fields here. He does for Blake. This is good. Need to see more of this. Be patient here. Blake plays for Muck, who cannot keep the ball from going over the end line. Just a little too weighty of a pass from Garrett there, but a good idea. 1 minute left in this half. See if the Panthers can sneak a late one in. Robbie wins the header forward to Poljak, but it goes over his head. Troy fighting for possession in midfield. Trojans come up with it. Good effort by Troy to get back. He'll be called for a foul, though. In that area of the field, not a bad foul to take. They're fully 45 yards away from our goal. So there's not an expectation that they can put this in, but we'll see. Ball long, St. Clair defending. Need to be careful not to take a foul here. Overhead kick by the Trojans, but right to goalie Joe Conlon. There's 20 seconds left. He's going to try to milk this one. Ball played forward to the midline. Possession picked up by the Trojans. 10 seconds left. And that'll do it for the first half. Panthers leading 2-0. We'll be back for second half action. Okay, we're back for second half action here. Upper St. Clair Panthers versus Erie McDowell Trojans. Panthers winning 2-0 at this point. Looks like Coach Snyder is pulling the same lineup as started the game. It's a quick foul for the Panthers, so Worthy will step up and take this. Again, Panthers really controlling play in that first half, and I think they just need to make sure that they are patient here and looking to play the ball to feet and really try to work their possession game. Really nice sequence there, combination. Erdman to Pizzone, wide to Gertunka. Ball comes in, and we get an opportunity out of that. That's exactly what I'm talking about, that type of quick 1-2 touch possession kind of play. There's no need for the ball to be bouncing and going in the air here. We can play this game on the ground and dominate this team, I believe. So that ball's going to get played in long for Conlon. Headed back to him very nicely by Wes Burdett. So well done there by Wes. He realized that ball wasn't going to get back to Joe without some help, so did that with his head. Midfield, Pizzone. It's deep in the corner for Gatunka. He's going to get to it. Oh, nice cut to get past the defender. Plays it in with his left foot. Muck back to Pizzone. Shot taken, but that's well wide. That's going to go actually out on the far side for a throw-in for Erie McDowell. So, a big week for the Panthers coming up. The boys team, we've got Trinity senior night on Tuesday. And following that on Thursday evening, the grudge match with arch rival Peters Township. So that'll be an interesting week. Get next weekend off, and we finish up the regular season with Mount Lebanon. Pizzone wide to Mertz. Oh, called offsides. That was a close one, but again, that's better. We're playing to feet. We're looking to possess the ball. We can definitely break their back four down by passing and moving and looking for combinations, quick movement off the ball, play it into someone's feet, move to get it back. It's simple. All these kids can play that way, and we just need to be patient enough and thoughtful enough to do that. So let's hopefully look for more of that in the second half. So a big week, as I was saying, for the Panthers, getting close to the end of the regular season, hopefully getting some players back healthy and ready for the playoffs, which at this point are a foregone conclusion. We just don't know quite where we'll be seated and who will be playing yet, but that'll come within the next week or so. There's an Erie player injured at midfield. He's up and walking. Looks like he got stepped on. Big week also for the Panthers girls team. They are going to be looking to avenge their only loss of the season to the Moon Tigers. They lost a couple weeks ago 2-0 at Moon in what was a lively contest, let's put it that. So the St. Clair girls are really going to be looking to beat Moon and put them in a much better position in the section race. Gertunka wide. He's going to dribble the end line, plays the ball across. Would it be nice, but nice to see that ball on the ground there. He had several runners, and when you get in that position down near the end line where you're able to slide the ball back at an angle, it's best done on the ground. Give your attackers and your runners an easier option to go to goal. McDowell will come in over midline. Still, although the Panthers are controlling this game, still just a 2-0 lead. And we know what kind of, Erdman taken down hard as he tried to clear the ball out of his penalty area. Again, the two players with nice sportsmanship helping each other up. But that looked like it hurt Jonathan a little bit. He's going to take a minute to try to get his wits about him. Burdett will take this free kick, switch fields to Blake. As I was saying, a nice solid 2-0 lead here, but only 2-0. Mertz pushed off the ball on the far side. That'll be a free kick for St. Clair. 2-0 lead's about the worst one in soccer. You give up that next goal and it goes to 2-1, and it's game on. If you can score the next goal and it goes to 3-0, it's pretty much game over. So we're looking to get that third goal here and put this one away. But we're going to have to be patient to do it. Goals in the, that's a nice move by Hart. Pull the ball to his left foot. Saved over the bar. Really nice. Joel got that ball on his right. Cut it quickly and sharply across the defender to his left foot and hammered a shot on net, but blocked over the crossbar. This will go out for a corner. Mertz is going to take the corner actually on the far side. Referee blows the whistle, not ready. He's going to hold the kick. We'll get a do-over here. So you get 34 more minutes of listening to me talk. Only lone man in the booth other than Matt McKenzie, cameraman today. Thanks, Matt, for coming up, getting sunburned and fighting off the bees and the wasps. He gets a video for us. Ball played in by Mertz. Dangerous. Oh, well done. That was headed on by Mike Worthy. Got a good hard header on net, but right at the goalie, who again was able to block it over the net. So it's going to go to Mertz again. Or I'm sorry, looks like Gertunka is going to take this. They're going to try a short corner. Mertz and Gertunka. Gets knocked out again for another corner, so most likely play this one long. I don't mind seeing them try that. That play has been on a lot this year, but you don't see the Panthers trying the short corners much. Ball played in by Mertz with pace. Worthy up. Headed, but goes through the goal mouth. It's going to come in for a throw. Blake immediately running over to take this throw. This is like another corner kick for us. Pizzone's going to go front the keeper, make it hard for him to get there and pick this ball up. Blake throws. Ball's going to drop on the 4-yard line, headed in. And then finished by Joel Hart. Well done, Joel. That was Joel Hart. Yep. Uh, and the McDowell defenders are making their pleas for handball. They felt as if the ball was handled in there somewhere. Quite frankly, it was too difficult to see from up here. It was bouncing. Certainly could have hit someone's hand, but nonetheless, it's in the back of the net for a Panther goal. And the third goal, as I said earlier, that's huge. Now if you're Erie McDowell, you know that the road back is a long and very difficult one from 3 down. Needing to score 4 goals against a team like St. Clair is a tall order. So that's a nice goal to get. There'll be a foul at midfield. McDowell will have a free kick just inside their half of the midline. Ball played in. It's going to drop on about the penalty dot. Worthy gets in to head it again. Not the best initial reaction from our defenders there. Need to be a little sharper in getting that ball, a little communication between the goalies. This ball's played long for Dom. He's going to get there to the end line. Beats the defender to the ball, but that's cleared over the end line for a St. Clair corner kick. So Joel Hart played that ball down long to Dom Pizzone. And he was able to get a ball in, but it was cleared. Again, another set piece. A lot of pressure here by the Panthers. Mike Worthy coming up, going to look to get ahead on this. Robbie Mertz taking the kick. Ball served in. Headed by Joel Hart, wide of the far post. Didn't quite get clean contact with that. That'll go for a goal kick for the Trojans. Beautiful day here. Temperatures up near 80 degrees. A little hotter than what these boys have been used to the last few weeks, but very nice nonetheless. Soon enough, I'm sure the weather will be cold and rainy and maybe even snow before too long. Gertunka back to Worthy at midfield. Looks wide. Looks to play the ball wide, but that was picked off by the midfielder for the Trojans. Wes Burdett comes to the near side. Tries to clear, can't do so. Keeps the ball in bounds. Looks to play it off of the McDowell attacker, but that goes out for a McDowell throw. McDowell getting possession here. Beats Blake on the far side. Header. Conlon covers. So half a chance there for McDowell. Looking to make something out of not much, but I think that resulted from that throw-in on the near side. Mertz with possession at midfield. Again, he's taken down. That's the 3rd or 4th time today he's been hauled down from behind on a dribble. He'll have to sit in an ice bath tonight or something to keep his ankles feeling good. So Worthy will take this kick near midfield. He plays to Muck. A lot of space in the middle. One time to Poljack. Back to Muck. He's going to look to hit this, and does. Hits it hard and well in between the posts, but over the bar. I like that combination there. It was quick, clean, precise from Muck to Poljack. Back to Muck. Sam Russell checking in the game at right back for Jonathan Erdman. Got a few other players warming up on the sideline. Ball headed wide to Mertz on the far side. He plays back for Blake, who'd be wise to go back one more. They'll switch the field through the back. Here comes Worthy with the ball. He plays it out of bounds near the St. Clair bench. Throw in for the Trojans. Troy Kiernan into the game for the Panthers, and Jesse Poljack will be coming off. Troy Kiernan battling for possession. He does a real nice job falling down to get up quickly and win that ball back. Looks like Troy's ankle's feeling a lot better at this point. He'd been out for 3 or 4 weeks, with an ankle injury, and I know he's been spending the last week or so trying to get back into game shape, so he looked good in that sequence, looked strong, able to cut and react. Ball played long for Gertunka to Hart, one-time shot. That'll go a little wide of the back post. So that ball came long out of the back. Gertunka was able to play it one time into the path of a running Joel Hart, who just played it wide. Shane Sibley on for the Panthers, as well as Anthony Pizzone. Giving way for them are John Gertunka and Dom Pizzone. So we've got Hart and Sibley up top, Mertz and Pizzone on the outside for the Panthers. Blake pays wide for Mertz. He was dispossessed. McDowell gets the ball back, comes near side with it, finds some room in the middle of the field, but Muck will challenge. Nice tackle, wins that ball cleanly. Mertz intercepts at midfield, plays to Kiernan. Kiernan pressured. Does a nice job shielding that ball. Wide for Russell. To Hart. To Anthony Pizzone. Ball crossed. Over the head of everyone. Mertz chasing it down on the far side. That'll go for a St. Clair throw. Garrett's right there, so he's going to take this one. Again, good passing there from the Panthers. See what Garrett chooses to do with this throw. Plays it in towards the near post. That's headed over the end line by the Trojans, so that'll be a corner. So one set piece leads to another set piece. Worthy coming up for this one. We've got Worthy, Kiernan, Hart, Pizzone, Sibley going to be framing the goal for the Panthers. Muck is floating out near the top of the D. Corner's coming. Ball played in the middle. Cleared wide, right to Muck. He's going to have a go. Right into the midsection of the Erie defender. Ball comes wide again and knocked out by Robbie Mertz. Good sportsmanship there, but that defender's hurting. He got hit cleanly in the midsection off that volley by Muck. So referee's blowing the whistle to stop the clock with just under 26 minutes remaining. 3-0 Panther lead. As the player is attended to by the training staff. Okay, we're back. Brief little timeout there for an injury. Player was able to walk off under his own power, although I think he's still hurting a little bit. So this will go for a throw-in. Should get thrown right back to the Panthers, or kicked back to the Panthers once it comes in. They did play it out because of the injury. Well done. Good sportsmanship there by both sides. Ball all the way back to Conlon, and we're back. Game on. Cleared to midfield for Sibley. Muck running hard to the near or far side, try to win that ball. Erie attacker comes up with it though. Kiernan wins it. Plays forward for Sibley. He's not allowed to turn. Ball gotten back by Erie McDowell. They're maintaining some possession in the midfield here. Pizzone at near sideline. And that goes out for a St. Clair throw. 25 minutes left. Sam Russell with the throw at midfield to Hart's head. Flicked over for Shane Sibley, back to Hart. He lets the ball run. Tackled well by the McDowell midfielder. They're stringing some passes together here. This ball is going to go wide looking for Robbie Mertz. But the defender gets there first and lays it off to be cleared. Down near Garrett Blake. They're going to call McDowell for a push there, so that'll be a St. Clair free kick. Mike Worthy will come over to take this. He plays wide to the near side for Sam Russell. He's going to carry the ball. Pizzone down line for Burdett. Ball cleared over the end line. That'll be a St. Clair corner. Burdett's there, but they could go short right now. It's on. Short is on between Hart and Burdett, but they're not going to do that. Joel Hart comes over to take the corner. Got Kiernan, Burdett, Anthony Pizzone, Sibley, Mertz in the middle. Ball goes long. Kiernan gets a head on it, but over the bar. Hits the football crossbar, so that'll go for a goal kick for the Trojans. Header won by Kevin Muck. But McDowell gets possession of it. Off the second ball, Burdett at midfield. Hart for Pizzone wide. He's going to take the ball to the end line. Cuts it back for Troy Kiernan. 30 yards out, wide for Blake. He might look to have one here. He plays wide for Mertz. But that pass, it doesn't have quite enough on it. Garrett wins the ball back, though. Comes near side for Pizzone. The ball back to Worthy at midfield. Russell wins it to Kiernan. To Pizzone. To Hart, wide. That's a tough ball to handle there. Ball that's angling out towards the touchline as you are running towards the touchline. It's a very difficult ball to handle. So Gertunka, Poljak coming back on, Hart and Mertz coming off. Just under 22 to play. Panthers leading 3-0 on a beautiful Saturday afternoon here against Erie McDowell. McDowell's going to switch it through the back. Eventually goes long. So really all day, the Erie team has not been able to maintain possession against the Panthers, just haven't been able to get it done. Panthers, on the other hand, have maintained possession of the ball for long periods of time. That's going to go wide for Pizzone in the corner. He clears the ball off of a McDowell defender for a throw-in. So again, with 20 minutes left, I feel like the Panthers just need to worry about possessing the ball, and the opportunities will come off of that possession. Gertunka with a shot. Looks like it's going to go over the end line. Saved by the McDowell defender, but it goes to Poljak in the area. Pizzone gets on it, crosses it. Ball's cleared to midfield. Blake up the challenge, running up the middle of the field. And he gets called for a holding foul. Free kick for the Trojans. Ball drops near the circle. West will go long with this ball and clear back to midline. Ball in the area now. We need to try to settle it down if we can. Here's our chance. Troy gets the ball at his feet, but nice job by the McDowell defender to sneak up from behind and knock the ball away. He gets it back, though, to Gertunka on the far side. Finds a running Sibley, but his touch goes out over the touchline. Again, it's a tough ball to keep in where you're running towards the sideline with a ball that's angled out towards the sideline. And there's two things taking you out of bounds there, and more often than not, that's where the ball ends up going. There's a foul in the middle of the field by Kiernan, so that'll be a McDowell free kick. Ball played long into the top of the penalty area, headed out but not cleared by Russell. McDowell gets possession back, goes all the way back to their center back, to the midfield. Going to come wide near side to their left back, who plays long down the line. Russell's defending. Trying to get the ball in is McDowell. Nice work there by number 21. Beats Russell. Shot wide, far post. That's about the best sequence that they've had this whole game. Did well to maintain possession in the corner. Quick little give and go resulted in a nice shot that went just wide. Back in the game for the Panthers, Poljak and Mertz. Sibley coming off, Muck coming off. So we'll have Poljak and Dom Pizzone up top. Mertz at attacking mid. Gratunka and Anthony Pizzone in the outside mids or wings. Throw in far side midfield for Erie. Nice give and go there. Well worked. They're gaining some confidence with the ball right now. Mertz with a lot of space in midfield. A lot of space. He plays the ball wide and long for Poljak, who's going to be in on goal here. He's in the penalty area. He gets held up by the defender. Still has possession of the ball. Looking to make a move. There's Dom. Wide to Poljak again. Trying to get the cross off. Does. Oh, Gratunka just heads the ball out. Well done by John Gratunka to make that run to try to cut the ball off from the goalie. Goalie was about to grab it. He got in there and got a head on it. Just couldn't quite steer it on the net. So good transition there from the Panthers. What looked like a dangerous situation for McDowell in our end ended up being an opportunity for us in their end. So that's great transition. There's Worthy over the midfield to Poljak, wide to Pizzone. Ball cleared out. Anth couldn't quite get there. That'll go for a throw. Anth goes long to Worthy in the corner. He's come up out of his center back position, competing for the ball. Wow. Call Mike Worthy for a push there. I don't see that one, quite frankly. It's just two players going hard for the ball. Neither of them yielding very much, so I don't think anything needed to be called there at all. Worthy, midfield. Nice move to get by. Now he is held, and that'll go for a free kick for the Panthers. Nice turn by Worthy. He's tackled on the near side by Anthony. Little miscommunication there. Nice ball wide. But that'll probably run out of bounds on the far sideline. Yes, it will. Garrett's going to get the ball. Plays down the line looking for Gratunka. Finds him, flicks on a header for Poljak. Got Mertz in the middle. He's going to try the left sideline. Plays it back for Kiernan, who goes along the corner for Pizzone, but that ball's going to run out for a throw-in for the Trojans. McDowell near sideline. Possession. Plays the ball to midfield. Burdett up to challenge. Kiernan will win this back to Blake. Forward to Poljak. Wide to Gratunka. Into Dom. Tries to turn his defender. Can't quite do it. Wisely lays it off for Poljak. Jesse dispossessed near the top of the D. Maybe just one touch too many there. McDowell back the other way. Ball crossed in, but that's going to go over the end line. So again, they've been a little bit better here lately for Erie McDowell. They've had a few more opportunities to get some possession in our end. Maybe not quite the urgency there in our defenders as there was earlier in the game. But let's see if we can get another one and extend the lead here. It's 3-0 right now, 14 minutes left. Kiernan at midfield takes the ball down off his chest. Heads wide for Pizzone, but that's knocked off of a McDowell defender. Sam throws long for Dom Pizzone. Dom dribbles to the middle. Finds Troy Kiernan. Ball popped in. Poljak giving pursuit. He's going to get called for a trip there. He was trying to get, the defender was shielding the ball, hoping his goalie would come out and grab it. Poljak was right on his back. Got a little too much of the defender and knocked him down. Great defense there by Sam Russell. To Mertz in the middle. Finds Russell again on the outside. He's knocked down. Ball goes out. St. Clair throw. Poljak makes a run to the corner. Gets the ball on the end line. Plays it back for Russell. And Poljak trying to get the ball back on a give and go, but he was offsides. Defense of the Trojans there doing well to take a step or two up and put Jesse in an offside position there. Ball over midfield. Russell scampering back. Plays the ball to Conlon, who will clear one time. McDowell at midfield. Ball chipped in, but that's going to go over the touchline for a throw. Shane Sibley coming on, replacing Anthony Pizzone with 12 minutes left here. Burdett will take this throw. Still plenty of room out there in front of their back four. I'd like to see the Panthers exploit some of that room. Jesse plays to Mertz, but that ball's a little too far for him and cleared by the McDowell defender, so we'll get a throw in on the near side near the Panthers bench. Burdett throws to Mertz. He can't hang on to it. Dispossessed, but Burdett gets it right back. Does a nice job to shield the defender. McDowell comes up with it and carry the ball over midfield on the near flank. Great ball played in outside of the foot, but looks like it's going to be a little bit long. Actually, that ball's kept in. But the attacker had to run beyond it, so Worthy picks it up pretty cleanly and easily. West tried to flick on there to Robbie and just couldn't quite do it. McDowell comes forward through midfield. Mertz forward for Pizzone, looking wide for Poljak, but that ball's just a little too strong. Good idea to play that one time. Really had to be played one time to find the on-rushing Jesse, but just went a little long. Okay. Long throw for McDowell. Sibley, Kiernan at midfield. Mertz. McDowell throw. Russell up the play, but skips over his head. Nice ball through. Keeper Joe Conlon. Ball got away from him there as he came sliding out to take that away from the McDowell attacker. But he was able to get the handle back on it and come up with it. Pizzone holds the ball up, plays wide far side for Gertunka. Blake, Gertunka, Pizzone, Poljak, Pizzone, he's in. Pizzone, unlucky there. Ball came off the foot of a McDowell defender right into Dom's hand. So called for handball and comes out for a free kick. St. Clair throw. Muck into the game for Burdett. He'll go place Wes at center back. So it looks like maybe Wes is done for the day. Well done. Good game for Wes. Russell throws long. That ball comes to Robbie into midfield. He chips through looking for Hart, but ball's not quite far enough. Blake picks it up on the far side, plays to Gertunka, but pass intercepted by McDowell defender. But he plays it too far for his man on the right side, and ball will roll all the way back to goalie Joe Conlon. Punt across midfield. Dom hunting the ball. Again, Panthers would be well served to just settle the game here. And there's no reason for them to be chasing the ball. They should be making McDowell chase the ball at this point. Just manage this game, manage this 3-0 lead. Hart trying to run for the ball there is taken down from behind. That'll be a foul. Tons of space in the middle of the field right now. We go wide for Poljak. That's crossed in. Pizzone's there. A nice header, but just wide. And Jesse put that ball right on Dom's forehead. He just couldn't quite find the target there. McDowell with possession through the midfield. Ball's played long, but Blake will clear. Mertz fighting for the ball on the far side. Can't come up with it. Mike Worthy called for a push on a head ball there. Came in with his hands into the back of the McDowell attacker, and that he'll get called for that most every time. So a free kick situation here. Ball 30 yards out. Make it 35. Keeper trying to line up his two-man wall. They can get a little closer to the ball. There we go. Back line trying to hold the 18-yard line. I would anticipate this ball will go on goal rather than trying to find a runner. Go on goal and maybe put it in or find a rebound. There it is. Ball driven hard, but well over the crossbar. It's a tough shot for anyone wanting to take that. You know from that distance you got to get a lot of power on the ball, but when you get that much power, it's tough to keep the ball down. So not an easy play to make. Conlon hits the goal kick over midfield. Kiernan takes a second ball, but he's dispossessed. Hart down the near side. Can't quite get that ball across. Kiernan gets the ball at midfield. Looks like he's going to switch, come near side for Hart. Looking through for Poljak. Can't outrun his man. Takes him down, and that's going to be a free kick for Erie McDowell. Throw in far side. Blake comes to Worthy, who dribbles the ball, finds some space. Plays wide on the near side for Joel Hart as we get attacked by the Bees here. Dribbles through two defenders looking wide for Sibley. He's making a run to the corner. trying to beat his man to the end line. Does so, but defender recovers. The ball gets knocked off the defender for a St. Clair corner kick. 4 minutes left. 3-0 Panthers. Looking to close this one out. Keep the clean sheet. Maybe get another one here. Hart to take the corner. And does. Goes to the back post. Too high for everyone. Sibley tries to pick it up far side. Mertz, Kiernan. Kiernan shot and goal. Well done. Ball was bouncing around in the top of the area there. And squirted over to Troy, who was able to wheel and turn with his left foot. Troy Kiernan. Troy Kiernan. It's the second goal of the game. Well done, Troy. So he's had 2 goals from similar range today. One with his right foot, one with his left foot. So well done by Troy. And the Panthers do add to their lead. 4-0 now over Erie McDowell. Just over 3 minutes left. Troy comes up, carries the ball through midfield. He's going to look wide for Hart. Hart will look to get this one in. No, he goes end line. Slices it across. Shot by Sibley, just wide to far post. It's a good idea by Joel. Held the ball up a little bit. Then made a move on the defender and was able to get it across for another opportunity for the Panthers. Goal kick to midfield. That ball's just played speculatively long. Back to Joe Conlon, who's going to hold it. He'll take his time. Game has slowed down considerably at this point. Erie's fate having been decided a while ago. They seem not interested in working too hard to mount an attack at this point, so throw in on the far side for Blake. Mertz with possession in midfield. Plays long. Nice ball into Joel's path. He'll have to come wide for it, and does. He's going to run it the outside back. Tries to switch the ball. It comes to Kiernan. He might be looking for his third. Joel crosses for Jonathan Erdman, trying the spectacular overhead kick there. Not quite pulling it off, but what the heck. When it's 4-0 with 1 minute left, go for it. Got no problem with that at all. Muck to Russell. Hart playing the corner for Sibley. That ball's going to run out, though. Under a minute. So the Panthers will march on. Trinity on Tuesday, Peters on Thursday. Looking to lock up or wrap up her section title on Tuesday night against the Trinity Hillers here at Panther Stadium. That's senior night, so hopefully we'll have a good crowd here to honor our seniors. It's been a good game. Warm out here today, but Panthers managed this game well. I don't think they picked up any further injuries, which is good, and are able to go into next week healthy. Joel Hart through the middle. Plays wide for Gatunka. There's 10 seconds left. Gatunka to Erdman. Erdman with the shot. That's wide over the end line, and that'll do it. Final score here. Upper St. Clair Panthers 4, Erie McDowell Trojans 0. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.